about Donald Trump that you like?
Everything. Everything. We need Donald Trump. He probably is the only thing that's going to stop us from World War III.
This Trump supporter believes that Donald Trump is the key to world peace. Watch this.
He won the last election. He got cheated. We all got cheated. Not only is he for America, but he can save the world. Not just America.
What will you do if Donald Trump loses in 2024?
Time to pack up and move to the mountains.
What did Donald Trump do for you over his first term?
He just took great care of America in every way because he loves America.
But to the naked eye, Trump is nothing but a career disruptor and an indicted enemy of the state. How is Donald Trump going to save us from warmongering and mutually assured destruction?
Economy-wise, everything he promised he did, and we need it back to continue doing great.
Even on the most fundamental levels, he rode the economic coattails of the previous office before being pushed around by the pandemic and his presidential cabinet, which, by the way, was overrun with now convicted abusers of the state. With all of this knowledge, there's no way to even logically think that Donald Trump should be a welcomed force back into foreign relations. And there's no way that this man was in charge more than what he let on, and would no doubt be a devastating person to have a seat at that global table. Jesus Christ, I feel like he's almost provoked World War III more than he's prevented it. Still, this Trump supporter continues to throw her unabashed support behind Donald Trump. And if there's one thing that he did do, is deliver on his promise of absolute dysfunction. Because Trump is ultimately not the savior of the world. He's its downfall.
We've killed ISIS fighters by the thousands, and likewise in Afghanistan, but now it's time for somebody else to do that work, and that'll be the Taliban. I really believe the Taliban wants to do something to show that we're not all wasting time.
I got along well with Putin. I used to talk to Putin about it. It's something he certainly had in his mind, never even talked about it. For 4 years, you didn't even hear about it. As soon as I was out or left, or however you want to describe that catastrophe, they started putting soldiers on the border. But even then, he didn't want to do it. He wanted to get a peace. Now it looks like he'll end up probably getting the whole thing. But I've never seen anything like it, what's happened. And if you saw the other day with President Xi, smart, top of his game. President Putin, smart, very smart people, standing there talking about the world order for the next 100 years.
And this is because regardless of Trump's intentions, whether they were malicious or purposeful or accidental, Trump is a compromised agent, vulnerable to fascist upheaval. If he's not a blundering idiot vulnerable to manipulation as a puppet leader, then he's a self-interested megalomaniac who simply does not have the wherewithal to be involved in these very delicate international conversations. He simply does not have the country's best interests at heart, either because he doesn't care or he doesn't even bother recognizing them. And opponents to America can sense this, because known anti-democratic groups cozy up to Trump like he's an old friend, as if niceties will convince him to give up America's most held secrets. And when we have videos like these of Donald Trump flirting with Taliban leaders or bragging about killing thousands of people, the simultaneous idiocy and vagrancy that Donald Trump brings to foreign affairs highlights the appalling lengths that he will go to ascertain his seat as an international leader. But this is not just some arbitrary title. This is the captain of the free world. And on the global stage, when the President of the United States is publicly flattered by states like Russia and North Korea, it sends a devastating message to the rest of the world that democracy can be compromised and overturned. And is that what Republican voters want? To destroy the means by which they advocate for their own voice? By electing an official who will actively seek to compromise that right? Is that what it means to be Republican? Well, largely based on their thoughts and actions, this seems to be the case. And it's hard to watch Republicans support a man who, sheathed in privilege, will probably be safe from any conflict if that possibility ever comes. Let's just hope that Trump stays as far away from the war room as possible. This is Adrian Costa with Rebel HQ. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check back for more videos. See you guys soon.